you all?
Fine, thank you.
I'm good too, thank you. So our topic today, our subject here is physical and health education. And the topic is fundamental movements. Now let's take a look at what a fundamental movements are. We say they are all human movements. Fundamental movements are all human movements. We can walk, isn't it? A human being can walk, we can run, we can even jump, isn't it? We can jump. So that's what we call a fundamental movements. They are called all human movements. Now we have two types of fundamental movements. The first one is called locomotor movement. The first one is called what? Locomotor movement. We said this type of movement requires moving from one place to another. Moving from one place to another. Now, Miss Esther is standing here. If I can walk from here to where Miss Timmy is, you know I have to do what? Walk, right? And if I can walk, I cannot walk. I can as well run, right? From here to where she is. Now, if I cannot run, or if I don't want to run, I can do what? You can even skip to where she is. Do you understand? So these are what we call locomotive movement. Movement from one place to another. Now the second type of fundamental movement is called non-locomotive movement. Non-locomotive movement. This does not require movement from one place to another. This does not require movement from one place to another. You can stand where you are and you do something. This is I'm standing here. Let's assume one example of non-locomotive movement is I can stand here and push. You understand? I can stand here and pull. Do you see that? I didn't move, but something is moving. The table is moving. If I push it, it moves forward, and if I pull it, it comes towards my side. So we call that the example. Now we can sorry. Another example here is bending. Everyone can bend. I can bend from here this way, and I can stand, and I as well do what? Stretch. Do you understand? I didn't move from here to there, but I am doing something, isn't it? So we have what is called twisting. You can twist my waist this way. Who cannot twist? You cannot twist, right? So you cannot twist. But you know, all these ones I'm doing here, I didn't move. I stood at a spot and I'm doing that. Do you understand? So they are all examples of non-locomotive movement. One of it here, which is the last one, is called squatting. Squatting. What does it? Can someone squat for me here?
What is squatting?
I can't do squatting. I don't want to squat. I don't want to squat. Squat this way, you go down and down and down. This is squatting.
Yeah, I know how to do squatting, but I really hate it because it pains my two legs.
Well, it's a very good exercise.
Yes.
Yeah. So these are the examples of non-locomotive movements, and these are the examples of locomotive movements. Remember, I will repeat it for the last time. I said locomotive movement requires movement from one place to another. While non-locomotive movement does not require a movement from one place to another, but you stay at sport and you do something. Is that clear? And that's all we have for today. Do you have any questions to ask?
What is classroom?
Oh, don't worry. The class will be given on the board very soon. Or let me just give you a classwork now. Right now, okay, right?
Yes.
But if you have a question, you can still ask your question.
I have no question.
Alright? Now, the question here is, what is the difference between locomotor and non-locomotor movements? That's all.
I don't understand.
You don't understand it. We have a definition on the board here. We said fundamental movements are all human movements, right? Now we said we have two types of fundamental movements. we said one is locomotor movement and the second one is non-locomotor movement. So I said locomotive movement requires movement from one place to another. Why non-locomotive movement does not require movement from one place to another? Do you see that? Now the question says, what is the difference between locomotor and non-locomotor movement? Understood now?
Yes.
Good. So go ahead. We'll call it a day at this junction. Bye.